I'm just a D girl from around the way with a whole lot of shit to say. It's your girl, KD.
It's the hostess with the mostest. It's Kiki.
What up, though? You know who it is. Your boy, Coach DTM, a.k.a. Pure Motivation. I am Mr. Energy. Everybody love me. I don't have more enemy. Our podcast is here now, so you got to respect it. You never get up on us because we never the exit. If you know me, then you know that I'm more than a savage who loves living life and is allergic to average. So in conclusion, so it's no confusion, if you see somebody realer than us,
It's an illusion.
somebody, what up, though? All right, so before we even go any further, for everybody who's been paying attention and following us and know what we got, I told y'all before we had a surprise. So here is the surprise. We have another podcast that is going to be added to the network, the Relationship Reality Network. This podcast is called
Cocktails and girl talk.
All right. So, and this podcast is hosted by none other than your girl KD, wave your hand, and the one and only Lady
Blup, 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 blup,
Lady
Blaze.
Blaze in the building. All right, so this is the live recording right here downtown Detroit, Buffalo Wild Wings. We told y'all this is what it is. We're going to get it in, man. So without further ado, let's just get into it. I had some people send me some situation, and I just want to, we're going to talk about it, huh? Okay? So the first thing we're going to talk about is, have y'all ever had issues with like your friendships, right? Where they was causing an issue in your relationship.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead, talk about it. All right.
Oh, what, my turn?
You say yes?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Finish. My bad. My
That
bad.
was
My
it.
bad,
You
DTO.
say yes?
Yeah, I had a friend that you didn't like. God bless the dead, but and
Why we blessing them? Never mind. Let's go to
I'm
my
about to look. I can hit you with this mic, bro.
let's talk about it. Lady Blaze, have you ever had that
Yeah,
situation?
D skip me.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have been in that situation before. And, you just gotta make the right decision for you, whatever that decision may be in that time.
I dig it. Kiki?
Not even.
Not in
Well,
my
Kiki
relationship.
didn't even get. The relationship was taken off the table once the gentleman found out that
Yeah,
y'all was best friends.
I don't think I ever had a problem with a friend. I don't think. I don't think
So where the friend and
Interfered?
the boyfriend and the friend didn't really see eye to eye was causing the issues, or okay, so let's get into it. This is what
Not
they
in a
said.
relationship.
This is what they told me. They said my partner's friend consistently disrespects me.
Oh no.
They say slick comment, inviting them out like they single, and entertaining exes around them. I said something about it to my partner, but he keeps saying that's just how they are. Now, y'all know how I feel about that statement. So the question is, what can they do? When you're forced to deal with the issue like, you and your man or your boyfriend and their friends are just being disrespectful and he not saying nothing, and he's making excuses for him, like, what they doing? What we
I
doing?
wonder how long they've been in a relationship, because I think that would
Yeah, I
matter.
think that matters for
If
sure.
it's a new relationship, you already know I'd be like, fuck you. But if you've been together for a while, you want to work it out. But it depends on how long you've been in that relationship.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Time matters.
Time matters. What's the
Yeah.
time frame?
6 months to a year.
6 months?
6 months is still kind of fragile. I would say at least a year.
So 6 months, what that mean? Like you would take the disrespect for 6 months, or after 6 months they got to do
Never.
something?
You always address it, right? Like if you feel uncomfortable with anything, if it doesn't stop, you always address it. If you have to remove yourself from the situation, but if it's a friend, then they wouldn't be like there all the time, right?
Is
Like,
that really your friend?
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then, or me personally, I would just keep everything separated. Like, okay, well, I'll go home, you'll hang out with your friend, and, we'll just keep them. There's no rule to say that you have to hang out with your mate's friends or be around them. So.
Katie?
I feel like the
Well, for
fact
me,
that
I'm.
you're disrespectful.
That's what I was gonna say. My problem with all of that is not the friendship; it's the disrespect.
Yeah,
You shouldn't let nobody.
Yeah.
Well, DTM not letting nobody disrespect me, not even his parents.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it'll be in a weird place to be with somebody that's allowing me to be disrespected. You know what I'm saying? Because if I pop off, now I'm crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I call my people over here.
You said when or
What?
if you said when or
I
if?
said if.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, if we get it cracking over here, like if I call my people over here and I get it cracking, now I'm crazy. But you ain't do nothing about this person disrespecting me.
Right.
Like I ain't tolerate no disrespect, bro. And then for you to like know I'm feeling disrespected and knowing I'm being disrespected and that's still your friend, that making me reevaluate the relationship. Whether we've been together 6 months or 6 years. Why are you allowing your people to be disrespectful?
That's why I said if it's only 6 months, I mean it's not really much to lose. You know what I'm saying?
I think
I mean, you could probably be in love in 6 months, but I could let that. I think because we've been in long-term relationships.
That's
you know
true.
What I'm saying? We see it differently.
That's true.
In 6 months, it's like,
Right. People be like, I've been with my person for 4 years. I be like, that's it. That's it. I'm pushing 27.
My thing is,
Like I'm only 28 years old.
my thing is, whatever you accept in the beginning, it's gonna be hard to cut
That's
off at
true.
the end, right? Or
That's
in the middle.
true.
So if it's okay in the beginning, then at what point are you gonna be like, okay, that's enough? You know what I'm saying? So Katie alluded to it a little bit. We had the situation happen early on in our relationship. It wasn't even really early on, but we had this situation happen where
Definitely. We was like
it wasn't early on, but
10 years together.
yeah. So where my family felt like it was okay to be disrespectful, and it felt like it was calculated and all type of things, but. You know, I wasn't going. It didn't matter what your title was in my life. Look, everybody, come here. Let me tell y'all one thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
We've finna nip this in the bud right now, and I think that's an important factor. You gotta feel safe. You know what I'm saying? In a relationship, and I think in the beginning stages is like the most important stages to feel safe, right? So.
that would make me question my spouse.
She was looking for it.
Yeah, like what was that Tyler Perry movie when my man said, "Let's cross the street because it's look like danger over here." All right, so now let me ask you a question.
I'm back.
You back?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, sweet. The next issue that we seen was, have you ever had a situation where you stood by the side of your spouse when they was down, when they didn't have nothing? And then at the moment that they got up, they started acting like they was too good for you.
Oh. Got the big head.
The big head.
Got the big head. I don't think I've been in a relationship.
I never been like that.
I ain't messing with nobody that's down. It's like, no, this way.
Clock that. Clock it, ladies. Hey, have it sorted out before you get here.
She talking about no, I'm just, what we talk about.
You have that sorted out before you get here.
So the issue says that I held my partner down when he had nothing. Helped them get on their feet, supported their dreams, pushed them to grow. Now they leveled up. And suddenly, I'm not their type anymore.
Hi.
So let me ask, how do you deal with building someone up and into a person who leaves you?
You know what?
What?
So basically thinking like Steve Urkel, right?
Yeah.
Versus Stefan. You know what I'm saying? Like you got this nigga when he was a bum, so maybe he felt like you was the only option. So then you poured into him to be a better him. Now he feel like he can do better. Or like y'all know that movie Temptation, the Tyler Perry movie.
I just said that. Yeah.
She was with her guy, but she viewed him as weak, a dork, whatever. So when Dog started pouring into her, getting her hair done, buying her nice clothes, now she felt like she can do better, but better wasn't better. Remember that guy gave her HIV and everything.
Right.
So better don't always be better, but when you feel better about yourself, now you think you got options. I would say definitely let him go and let him see what's out there. But when he come back, because he gonna come back, don't let him. Don't let him.
I mean, I've seen it on the reverse side too, to where when I'm trying to holler at you, you don't want to mess with me until you see me up, and now you want to come holler at me. And I don't even feel, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you're trying to use me at that point, or you in this for an ulterior motive.
Well, the question is, what are they attracted to? They're not attracted to you. They're attracted to the material things.
I feel like that's a young-minded person.
It is.
When I was younger, I did that. I'm not even gonna lie. In my teen, yeah, no, for real.
Look at her face. Yeah, you're being recorded. Yeah.
Like, oh no, you're not my.
What
You
the-
see that car, you be like, you know what?
Yeah.
I think I might like you.
Listen, cause my sister hit him with the Lady Blazer hit him with the what you say? What made you think you could come talk to me?
No, seriously.
Yeah. Oh, that was hilarious.
No, for real.
That was hilarious.
What?
Bro, what you want?
Levels, right? You gotta know what levels is your A class. This wasn't.
Sissy got to looking at herself talking about, I look like a bump today or something? Like, what?
I said, what did I do to make you think you could talk to me?
That shit
That
was
was wild.
great. She meant it.
That's not mean. Aquarium minds would like to know.
That's been.
What vibe
She
did
said-
I give off to?
You
Say this to people or
She said this to a
I
person.
said it to a person.
that's not me.
She told dog, you trying to, wait, you trying to talk to
He
me?
embarrassed me so bad.
Oh yeah, so it's
He embarrassed me
No, it's
so
different.
bad. Yeah.
She hit him with, wait, you trying to talk to me? Oh, I thought you was just being polite. I didn't. You,
What was the
oh, you want my phone number? He
What did
didn't,
they say after that?
he couldn't say nothing. His
Yeah.
face was,
Like,
Nobody could.
Duh,
We
bro.
all kind of like just stood. there and
nobody
looked
said
like-
nothing. Even me and DTM was like,
I was gassed for air. I was like,
I said, at least
You
you,
know what's so crazy is growing up, he always made sure my standard was just so high, right?
That's true.
Like he's always done things to go over and beyond to, have me understand what like a guy is supposed to bring to me.
Right.
How a guy's supposed to make me feel. Not to sound shallow, but sometimes how a guy looks.
Facts.
And just when that
Facts.
doesn't align, he's also made me feel like you should be offended. You should be offended. if
She was
I'm
appalled.
talking to you. And I was
Yeah.
like, this is that moment he was talking about right here. This is
but listen, like no bullshit, DTM did have like a proud dad moment. Cause when we got outside, he was like, I know that's right.
yeah.
He ain't doing it in front of the guy. The guy was already broke. Mind you, was at the grocery store. We wasn't even like out in the, we was at the grocery store. She might have been about 16, 17 years old.
Yeah.
Bro.
That's what I said, but that's the young mind.
What?
in
Yeah,
there.
and
Yeah, that's true.
Like I
That's
would
true.
never talk to anybody like that.
I think you
But,
would.
Yeah.
But
No, I
what
think you
do,
will.
what do nephews say? Nephews say you got to take your shot. You might get it. Yeah, you never know. You got to take that shot. You never know what'll happen. What do you say?
Listen, so it was the guy that tried to talk to me in
And the mic.
class today. Listen. And
This a Red Bull?
he didn't even know what to say, so I walked past looking all good, right? I just knew I was killing it.
How much
so
was it?
my little hair just walking like. So he was like, hey. First of all, I don't answer.
You
to
signed?
hey. I don't answer to hey. So I kept walking.
Right.
And he was like, excuse me, young lady.
Thank you.
So I turned around and he's like, hey,
Right, right.
I just want to tell you, you look nice. I like your hair. He didn't even know what to say. I said thank you and kept walking because you don't even have nothing
No,
to
that's
say.
separate.
That's a that.
That was already.
I think that's hard for men these days, man.
Like,
I think that's hard to know, like, how to start off a good conversation because some people don't want to have the regular, how was your day to start it off and then go into, like at what stage do you know what I mean? Like, people don't know how to start the conversation these days. Especially if you're talking to a younger chick, sometimes they want to hear the hard.
younger.
Uh-huh.
We are at the
Who?
age.
Who? We who?
You know,
Cause
we
I-
are at the age.
Cause
where I'm
last
not going for
who
hate.
we who? Cause last week you said what?
I'm still young.
What she say?
Don't do that.
What she say?
I'm young.
You know what?
I'm
I
young.
think sometimes men don't even think sometimes, right? Because I remember when our youngest son was little, he was in daycare. Remember I told you about this?
Yeah.
DTM had dropped him off and I was picking him up, right? So I'm struggling with him and his car seat. And the nigga gonna come up to me and say, you so beautiful, can I get your phone number? I said, you could get that fucking door or you can get this fucking car seat. Fuck you mean, can you get my phone? I was so mad. I was livid.
I was too, cause why he ain't get the door for my wife? You know what I'm saying? You just trying to get a number. It's not that easy. You gotta work for this. You know what I'm saying?
Dog came out of the hair braiding place or something. I don't know. But yeah, men don't always think. Talking about don't know what to say. You don't know to open the door
Right.
for a mama with a baby in the car seat. The car seat damn near bigger than me. Look, the car seat was damn near taller than me.
All right. Cool. Last thing we want to talk about, man, is one thing we always hear as men is that women want the truth. Y'all want the truth, right? And then I think we done had conversations on the show numerous times on is giving the truth a timely matter? Like, is it a certain time to give the truth, or should you hold it back for a minute if things is not right? Like, we had situations in our marriage and in our relationship where it wasn't time for her to hear the truth. Not saying that she didn't need it at some point, but this ain't the time for that. You know what I'm saying? If you lose a loved one, you don't need no more truth that already done happened, unless it's about to happen now. You know what I'm saying? So I think truth has timing to it, right? But do women think that? Let me ask y'all that, because I don't think y'all think that. I think in hindsight, you said, no, tell me now. I need to know now.
Like you said, it does matter about the subject, right? I mean, you would know. I feel like sometimes the guy would know better, right? You know when to tell me certain stuff, but certain stuff, like if you cheating, you better say that shit immediately. Don't be letting somebody else tell me, let another girl call me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because then that shit is not gonna end well. Now, death is different, right?
Right.
But yeah.
I was gonna say it depends on what is the
It
truth.
depends on what it is.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so this come by way of my homeboy Marcus. He's 34.
We say names?
Yeah, he do. He put it. He told me.
Oh.
He gave me the okay.
We usually leave that part out, but
He gave me the okay. He said, y'all doing the live, read it on the live. His name Marcus. He's 34. He's out of Houston, Texas, by the way.
Oh.
So shout out to Houston for listening to us.
Shout out to Houston.
They say I need some real answers because I feel like I'm losing my mind in my own relationship. My girl says I want you to be honest with me. Don't lie to me about anything. I said, cool. I respect that. I'm a grown man. I'd rather be honest than be fake, right? But I realized that every time I tell her the truth about anything that she asks me, it starts an argument, it changes her vibe, her mood, anything. And she asks me these questions. So he's wondering, is she really being real about wanting the truth, or does she only want the truth that will help her? Meaning, a shallow example would be, hey, how do I look in this dress? That's just a shallow example, right? And he say, I don't really like that one. Make you look fat, right? Now we arguing. Because why would you say that to me like that?
Well, I think at that point you're arguing over you look fat in that comment, not necessarily. So it's like delivery.
Right, say it's not flattering.
Right, it's better ways to say things. It's better ways to say things than, oh, that makes you look fat. Like, okay, that's offensive. You can just say,
Yeah, like, no, babe, that don't align with your shape well.
To answer your question, I think personally, we don't get to choose how someone else's truth makes us feel, right?
Right.
So your truth, whatever you went and did, and you're coming and you're confessing and everything, I have to be able to receive that, take that in, and realize that you did a good thing by just offering that, right? That's the obligation.
Right.
Now, what I do with it, how it make me feel, that's for me to handle. So Silent Baby Girl really need to grow up for real.
Yeah.
Because she's getting what she's asked for, and then she doesn't like it. Like, come on now.
But too, to piggyback off of that, because I want truth doesn't mean that I have to be okay with the truth that I'm getting.
You can't handle the truth.
No, it's not that I can't handle it. You coming to me, I appreciate you being honest, but I don't have to be happy for
It's still gonna be hurt.
Yeah.
Sure. And
So-
you're allowed to have like your feelings.
That's what
You
I'm
feel
saying.
how you feel,
It's
but-
unfair to think just because you were honest or truthful that it's supposed to be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I want the truth. You come home and tell me you fucked a bitch. All right. I'm just saying. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
But you come home and say that, I don't gotta be okay with it.
And I'm not even going that route, right?
Sorry,
I'm going a route on like even if it's baking cookies time, right?
Okay.
And you asking feedback, and I'm giving you honest feedback, and it's not what you want to hear, but it's like, yo, I wasn't feeling it.
Y'all know what baking cookies is, right?
I would want to know though. So yeah, I need to be.
I mean, I know you would want to know, but and I get it. Women are, some of y'all are different, right? But there's some that you will say you want to know, but when you hear it,
So you gonna let me keep making these nasty cookies?
Yeah,
Exactly.
That is very important.
So you can go to another bakery.
No, because you're going to go to another
You
bakery.
definitely gonna go to another bakery.
At least we have an understanding of like why. Or if it's anything I can change, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe my cookie sheet is not the right size. Cookie sheet for the type of cookie.
Right. Maybe I need to clean the cookie sheet better.
Anything, you know what I'm saying? Use a little different roll or something. So
Maybe it's a little lemony. Maybe you don't like lemons, a little lemony. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe it's a little lemony. Crazy.
Extra olive oil next time.
You know what I'm saying?
Whatever the case may be, but that's an important thing. And I feel like in a relationship, any intimate situation where you're sharing that time together, you always across the board have to ask for feedback and like always have that door like super wide open to feel comfortable with having those conversations. Because it might just be one thing. It might be one ingredient you added to the pot. That,
Right.
And we could just not do that.
But then you got, right, everybody don't like their cookies the same way, right? Maybe I like chocolate chip. Maybe you like pecan. The last relationship I left loved chocolate chip.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, ain't that the worst though?
Now in this new relationship, they don't like chocolate chip.
Right.
But if you don't tell me,
Don't tell me that though. Don't be like, oh, such and such.
no.
But that's honesty.
To baking cookies.
That's the honesty you was
All them
asking
bitches in
for.
the garbage.
No, I'm talking about-
You eating cookies.
No, I'm talking about our own cookies. Like we was making chocolate chip cookies, so we come into this relationship making chocolate chip cookies.
And I'm allergic to chocolate.
But it's okay for him to say, you know, I don't really like chocolate chip cookies. I prefer pecan.
Yeah, that's definitely okay for sure.
Cause you think you motherfucking Lil Debbie, and the whole time you Suzy Q.
But what happens?
Not even that. Though.
What happens is
You really smack
you
it.
baking your chocolate chip cookies, and I come to you and say, I don't really rock with the chocolate chip cookies. I'd rather have pecan. And then you say, well, make your own cookies then, and that's it. Because you used to baking your chocolate chip, you thinking your chocolate chip is the best. So we don't want
What
that.
doors do you open at that point? Because we're all adults. So what doors do you decide that you're opening? with
You don't
that?
really care about the doors you're opening. You just don't want nothing to close.
Before you change your
The
mind
wrong
and
way.
you like the other cookies.
Exactly.
Can I tell
Cause I've been baking chocolate chip for 27 years.
You didn't like
Who
it, then that was
Who you
the-
been dating that's making them cookies?
Can I tell y'all a secret?
What happened?
Men and go through that for the whole duration of the relationship.
That is horrible.
Because
That
they
is
don't want to
horrible.
argue. They don't want to miss out on what they already getting. It's just certain things that they just
That's
don't want to
crazy.
deal with.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So you don't like my
Never-
cookies?
I will
what I'm
never
saying?
Tore up.
sacrifice baking cookies with a
Fuck
bad
I,
baker.
I got a gluten allergy. You keep giving me these doggone cookies that's full of gluten.
My mouth. I gotta watch my mouth. Sorry.
No,
Sorry,
do
y'all.
not
I watch my
no,
mouth.
Do not collect $200. We're not having bad bakery time. That's
I'm just,
not, that's
I mean, no,
crazy.
I agree. And I think that's what got us to the level of where we are now is because we are okay with having the hard conversation.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
DTM had a hard
for
conversation about
for
cookies.
It's
Oh,
important.
we're going to talk
I be
about
thinking I made the best cookies. And he be like, man,
Yeah.
bitch.
I would want to know right away. Don't let me keep making
No,
these.
Yeah,
like,
I'ma
I-
tell
I
you.
thought they was all right.
I'm going to look.
Let me
But
know right away.
sometimes when they indulging in the cookie, you know, because they're not, you know, when they enjoying it. So you like, okay, let me bake the cookie. Let me switch the cookie sheet a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, bet.
And that was hot.
That was nice. Definitely. Kiki, talk to him. Let him know let's switch this up. Let's ask Lady Blaze first. Oh, you don't even know. I don't even think I told you. Let's ask KD.
What?
What day does Cocktail drop? And when does it come out?
When we come out, Lady Blaze?
May the what?
May 3rd.
May the what?
May the trick.
May the
May
what?
the 4th be with you.
May the 4th. I'm sorry. May the 4th. May the 3rd. May the 4th.
She circled
May the
circled
4th
D
be
right
with you.
quick. All the above. All the above. All of it.
First of all, she said the 3rd, and then she said the 5th.
Right. She skipped the
I
right
went
one.
straight to Cinco de Mayo.
So
There somewhere.
So,
first
Tuesday.
episode drops May 4th.
Girl Talking Cocktails come on Mondays.
Mondays.
May the 4th be with you.
Talk about
will
it.
be our
May the 4th be
first
with you.
episode.
Yes.
And then we got Wednesdays
excited.
popping off. We'll come on Wednesdays.
Relationship reality.
Talk about it. And then we got Friday. We'll come out on Friday.
Marriage Monsieur.
Yeah. So we try to monopolize your whole week, man. I got some other things coming on the network as well. I can't
When the
wait
Holy
till
Shit
y'all hear.
podcast? What they y'all? What
Oh
they
man,
y'all
we
post?
every day.
Oh, they do. Listen.
We every day.
Listen. If y'all not following the Holy Shit podcast, please do.
I
Shout
feel
out
like we
to
should
them.
Incorporate how they stream and how they do their thing. I
No,
think
for real.
we should do. We should
Shout
do
out to the Holy Shit podcast for giving us this.
the holy shit idea.
I mean, sorry, the Holy podcast. Shout out to them for giving us this opportunity to do
Yes,
this
for
live
sure.
show.
Thank you.
And they definitely come on every day.
yeah.
I'm talking about Sunday to Sunday.
And this is
ABE from DT.
This WrestleMania weekend.
Shout out to you.
This is the turn-up season. This is one of the biggest events for what we do out here. So we look forward to this. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for everything that's going on. I hope you're all ready. You heard it from the beginning. You can follow us and find us where?
You can find us on my favorite platform, YouTube, or you can find us on iHeartRadio, Podbean. If you got the Apple, you can find us there too, or wherever you get your podcast.
All right, and then KD, talk about it. How can they follow us?
You can follow me at yourgirl.kd. You can follow Coach DTM at Coach DTM. You can follow Kiki at rrp.kiki. Now, Lady Blaze got to give you her handle because it's like some X's and some. I know it's hustle hard,
It's
but
hustle hard. X keep going.
see, that's what it is.
Okay.
Where can they follow our new podcast page at?
They can follow our new podcast on Instagram at Cocktails and Girl Talk.
Okay,
Period.
one last question before we close.
Yes.
We're going to start with Kiki. What's one thing you'll never tolerate again in a relationship? Talk about it.
Hot take.
Lack of affection.
Okay.
Because that's what I need.
All right. Lady Blaze, talk about it.
Lack of financial stability.
I like that.
That's a good one.
I like
That's a
that.
good one.
KD.
Come on, bro.
I mean, I didn't put you in several different relationships.
You know what?
but
I will say-
with just me. You
One
done
thing
had
that-
several versions of me. So.
One thing I'm 100% sure that I'll never tolerate again is infidelity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it never stops.
Yeah.
And I'll never tolerate again thinking it's my fault.
Yeah, for
Whatever it is.
Right.
Whatever the decision on my person is, it's not my fault. I think that's my big
Takeaway.
that's my big thing.
What about you, DTM?
Mine is probably, I'm not going to say probably, I'm going to say mine is understanding.
Oh yeah.
Like the lack of understanding
Yeah.
is something I won't accept
that
and
is-
tolerate
that's a good
again.
one.
I had to grow on that. I agree.
Yeah.
All right. So with that being said, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in each and every week. We appreciate y'all tuning in to the live podcast that we got going on right now. Keep following the streams. You're going to see a lot going on. Make sure you follow all the links and handles and everybody so we can know
We're
that
gonna put them in
y'all
the
love
show
us.
notes. Can we put them in the show notes?
You know it. They're
All
right
right.
there. So with that being said, it's your boy Coach DTM.
Your girl KD.
Your hostess with the mostest, Kiki. Hold on.
And Lady Blaze.
Blup, 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 please.
And this has been another episode of Relationship Reality Podcast. We will see you next week.
Peace.
Deuces.
So long, bye bye.